Well, Steve, how excited are you that your book is going out for everyone to see?
Yeah, I really am proud of Brent Sylvia and Kevin Miller for the way they wrote this book. I think it's very accurate and really describes the 10 years or so that I was there at South Carolina.
So, what was your reaction when they got in touch with you and said they wanted to write a book about your days at South Carolina?
hmm Well, Brent got in touch with me, and I went up there and did some sit downs with him and so forth. But he and Kevin did most all the research and so forth. But I've read, oh, maybe half the book already, and I think those guys did a really good job with it.
So, how long did the whole process take? How much time did you spend with them? And
hmm
also, when they were writing it, uh, after they finished a chapter, did they let you see it and you approved everything? Just how did it work, Steve?
Yeah, pretty much like that. I'm back and forth to Columbia a lot. I've got two grandchildren that live up there. So Jerry and I always enjoy getting back up there every chance I get. In fact, I try to go by the indoor facility, Rick, because they've got a frame there which highlights my whole 10 years there and all the accomplishments we were fortunate to have. So I get up there a lot, and so I would meet with Brent just about every time and spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe something like that. And of course, he's a high school coach, football coach, as well as the head golf coach, I think. Uh, so he has to get back to school and his job also.
Steve, what do you want fans to take away from this book?
Oh, just what happened. I mean, it it really just describes uh, how this win and that win, and all the records that we were able to set there, and from the beginning, I think I tried to instill confidence and belief that South Carolina football is just as good as anybody, and we get 11 guys on the field, the other guys get 11, and we'll see who can play the best. We can see who, as they say, wants it more than the other guy, and we were able to really put together a bunch of first class men and coaches that really set our goals high. Didn't hit all of them. Uh, People ask me all the time, what do you think about when you look back on your career at Florida and at South Carolina? I said, unfortunately, I look at that when we lost, that we could have, should have, and didn't. But everybody has those. We got to understand nobody wins them all. But those years between 10 and 13 certainly were the highlight years, and really proud of all the guys involved in it.
How challenging was it in your early years here at South Carolina? You took over a program that only had 3
Mm-hmm.
bowl victories, only one
Mm-hmm.
season of 10 wins or more, and also hadn't done that much in the Southeastern Conference.
Well, everything's there at South Carolina to be successful. It really is. We've got a big stadium, got fans that love their team and really support their team as well as really any fans in the SEC, I think. So the opportunity was there. And the state of South Carolina produces excellent high school football players. Seems like most of them are going somewhere else, maybe, instead of the University of South Carolina. So we had to get the best players in the state, which we started doing with Stephon Gilmore and Clowney, and of course Marcus Lattimore. So we were getting the best, and which certainly gave us the opportunity to be one of the best teams in the SEC.
What was the key moment when you knew that, okay, I've turned the corner and this program is going in the right direction where it can compete with anyone?
I don't know if there was any one particular game. Uh, I guess our big season started in 2010 when we beat #1 Alabama, and that was a great Alabama team. It really was. That had won some national championships prior and had a bunch of All-Americans on offense and defense. But that was a game. Of course, Stephen Garcia had the game of his life, 17 of 20. I think about 3 touchdown passes. Marcus Lattimore scored 3 touchdowns, and Alshon Jeffrey, I think, had 2. And our defense played very well to hold them to 21 points there and so forth. So that sort of let us know, hey, we're good enough, but still we can get beat. We can't just show up. And the next 3 years, I guess, after that, we really had good teams that played well to go 11-2. So it is school records. We all look back and said, man, if we could have just won one of those SEC championships that we had a shot at, maybe that would have been extra special.
Now, I don't want you to give anything away, but is there anything in the book that's going to surprise some of the readers?
I don't think there's anything real surprising. Our fans, Gamecock fans, were at the ballpark. They saw the games, and there might be some behind the scenes things, but not too much. I don't think would be shocking or surprising.
Okay, since you left the program, South Carolina, they haven't reached that level where you had the program. Do you think they can get there anytime soon?
Oh, certainly, certainly. There's a possibility. Certainly, everything's there to be successful. The NIL, I think South Carolina and Florida are pretty even in how much money we pay the players. Uh, I don't know that we're the tops of the league, probably not, but somewhere in the middle. And if I was coaching today, I would say I'd like to be somewhere in the middle. I don't want to spend more than everybody in the league, but there's a lot of coaches out there that they don't care how much they have to spend. They'll try to get the best players possible. But football is still a team game, Rick, as you know. Guys that play together, pull for each other, the camaraderie on the sideline and during practice and all those things are really important. So it's a proven fact that teams, great teams, will beat some teams that maybe just have a bunch of high-priced players. So still, again, like I say, football's a team sport, and the teams will be the big winners.
Are you excited that South Carolina and Florida are going to play again this year after not meeting each other the past couple of years?
I think our four big rivalries when I was there, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and then, of course, Clemson. And I think South Carolina, you don't play Tennessee this year. Is that correct? Oh, no, you do play
Yeah,
Tennessee. Florida doesn't
Tennessee.
play Tennessee. That's what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we do not play Tennessee, and that was a big rival. And sometimes the way they schedule things now, I guess you can keep one conference rival. So Florida and Georgia are always going to play each other. But anyway, I liked our old schedules, and but again, you play whoever they tell you you're going to play that week, and that's what coaches and teams have to do.
So what's your schedule now with the release of your book? Do you have some tour dates set up? Like, will you be in Columbia for a book signing?
Yes, I will be in Columbia for the Jeremiah, our athletic director there, called me a while back, and I'm going into the University of South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. So that's neat, and I plan to come up there. I think it's October, I want to say 8, if that's a Thursday night. And then I got to get back because Florida plays Oklahoma, and we got some functions here I have to be at. But maybe later on, maybe the Tennessee game, South Carolina Tennessee game. Brent, we're trying to set up maybe a autograph signing somewhere either Friday night or Saturday morning to try to get the book out to the Gamecock fans and go from there.
You mentioned going into the University of South Carolina Hall of Fame. Well, this spring, you went into the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame. That is the State Hall of Fame. You're in the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. And that must be especially gratifying to you, especially when you took the South Carolina job and some people were questioning, why would Steve Spurrier go to South Carolina?
Well, first of all, that was an opportunity I had. And I thank Coach Mike McGee, athletic director, for hiring me. For some reason, a lot of people figured he was finished. Coached 12 years at Florida and a couple of years with that Washington Redskin team. And everybody said, well, you can't coach pro football. And I said, well, I had two other pro football teams that did pretty well, the Tampa Bay Bandits and then the Orlando Apollos. We ended up winning the league back in 2019 with the Apollos. But anyway, it was. It'll be fun going into our university's Hall of Fame, football Hall of Fame, and looking forward to that visit up there.
I saw a note recently that you spent 10 or 11 years at two different schools in the SEC, Florida and South Carolina, and now the average tenure of a head coach in the SEC is like 4 years. Do you think we'll ever see someone last as long as you did, especially doing it at two different schools?
Well, that is something that people sort of tell me, said, you're the winningest coach in school history at Florida and South Carolina. And I am proud of that. I am proud to be the winningest. And now can a coach stay 10, 12, 14 years to break those records? Time will tell, I guess. But certainly, Kirby Smart's been there, what, 8, 10 years? If you get it going, you can certainly be there a long time. We think John Summerall's a heck of a coach down here. We sort of predict he'll be here 10 or more years, but certainly time will tell.
And Coach, I know fans want to know, what are you doing these days? How do you keep yourself busy?
Well, we got a restaurant down here that's done well. In fact, last night we had our 5-year anniversary of the restaurant being open, and had a big crowd out there and so forth. We're doing a Stephen Garcia fundraiser down in Tampa this weekend. So Friday night, Jerry and I will drive down there and say a few words. And Stephen Garcia, had colon cancer, has it. And we're doing a fundraising for him. So looking forward to getting down there and back and so forth.
Yeah, and how much have you been in contact with Stephen since he announced his diagnosis?
Oh, just a little bit. I think my wife Jerry's talked to him a lot more than most people. She sort of was the caretaker and looked after the players at South Carolina. But yeah, Stephen, he's hanging in there, and he's obviously doing everything the doctors tell him to do. So hopefully we can have a good fundraising session down there Friday night.
Okay, Steve, well, I appreciate your time as always. Congratulations on the book, and I look forward to seeing you when you're here in October.
Okay, thank you, Rick. Look forward to seeing you up there for a ball game, hopefully the Tennessee game. Okay?
All right, sounds good, Steve.
Okay, you see the football behind my ear, don't you?
Yes.
You still there?
Yes.
Okay, that's the South Carolina Clemson win that actually enabled me to be the winningest coach. So that was something I'm really proud of, and I really love those people up there at South Carolina. Okay.
All right, Steve. Yes, I know you and Jerry really did love your days here at South Carolina, and you did things here that had never done before in the USC program.